Hi everybody, Master Kelly. Hey, just wanted to give you guys a really quick announcement. So, I am writing a book series based on the life of Blessed Takayama. So, this is going to be a story about the Catholic samurai who is going to be a canonized saint. Right now, he's a blessed, and it's the hope that through this book series that I'm writing, it will kind of further along the process of his canonization. Now, if you don't know who Blessed Takayama is, I'm going to give you guys a really brief kind of like story of his conversion, and I think it's a really cool story. So I'm going to share it with you guys. So, Blessed Takayama, he was a samurai, but the story begins with his father Dario. Now, his father Dario did not like Christianity at all. In fact, he thought it was really bad for Japan. So he devised a plan to invite some missionaries over and pretend that he was interested in converting. He was going to pretend that he was interested. He wrote them a letter saying, "Hey, I'm interested in learning about the faith." But his real plan was he thought that Christianity was so bad that the missionaries wouldn't be able to answer his questions and that he can execute them on the spot. So he was going to kill them publicly in front of everybody, right? It was a trick. It was a plan. And he also had some other samurai with him who were going to execute that plan as well. Now, when the missionaries arrived, uh, Dario, Takayama's father, questioned them. He questioned them. He questioned on what Christianity was about. He questioned on just basically just trying to get the missionary stuck, right? And to his surprise, he realized that everything he thought about Christianity was false. He was only told what he thought he knew about Christianity to be true, and he found out that Christianity is a beautiful religion, and that with it, Japan could thrive and be united, and everyone can be at peace. Because at the time, many of the samurai were fighting amongst each other, and he saw this as an opportunity to unify Japan. Right? So he converted, as well as his friends that were with him also converted. He also he invited the missionary over to his home, his castle, right? Because he's a daimyo, which means he had a lot of power, and converted thousands of people in his village. His own son, Takayama, which is what the book is going to be about, also was baptized at the age of 10. Now, for Takayama, he was not really thrilled about being a Christian at first. He was actually kind of more focused on being a samurai. He thought that was more important to him. Until one day, there was a decisive battle that took place where one of Takayama's father, Dario, one of his supposed friends betrayed him and wanted to kill him, right? By the sheer fact that he was a Christian, right? So he was getting persecuted. So what Dario did is he devised a plan because he was greatly outnumbered, and many of his other his other samurai defenses, his friends that were going to defend him, also failed against a guy named Wada. Like Wada was after Dario and his family. So they devised a plan, and this plan was to lure Wada into the castle because they were greatly outnumbered. At this time, Dario only had 15 other samurai with him, including his own son, Takayama. And what happened, and this is around when this is like right when Takayama is about his 20s, right? He's his early 20s. They lure Wada in with his bodyguards, and they turn off the lights. Now back then they didn't have lights; they had candles. So what they did is they shut off all the candles. They blew all the candles out, and a battle ensued in pitch black darkness. And long story short, it was samurai versus samurai. It was samurais killing their own people because they couldn't see, right? It was a blind fight. But in the end, Takayama won. Dario and his father, Dario, Takayama's father, and Takayama survived. However, for Takayama, he suffered greatly. He suffered such bad injuries that he could have died, but he didn't. And in this moment, he realized that he had abandoned his faith. It was in this moment of darkness, this moment of triumphing over the enemy, that he realized that life has more meaning than being a samurai, right? And then that started the process of him becoming not only a fervent evangelist of the faith in Japan, but also directly responsible for building many of the churches and many of the seminaries in Japan. And he encountered a lot of hardship, a lot of struggles, even at one point getting exiled to Manila, Philippines, just because uh, he was such a big advocate of spreading the faith, right? And there were many opportunities and many instances about his life where he had to defend the faith and he had to defend it physically, right? He had to defend it. And the reason why I want to share this with you guys is because I think it's an amazing story and it's really cool. And I hope to dive in deeper with you guys when I write this book series, kind of going over all the details of his life. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And if you are interested in knowing when this book is released, go ahead and click the link down below with your parents' permission. Parents, if you want to know when the book is released, all you have to do is just sign up for my weekly newsletter, and then I will share with you guys information when it comes out and maybe a little bit of behind the scenes of the writing process. So hope you guys have a great issue of your day. See y'all next time. God bless.